Okay, madam.
So good morning everyone, welcome back to the session again, and today let us discuss about arrays. So as you already know, array is the collection of data or collection of elements, collection of similar type of data, collection of similar type of elements. So in any programming language you will have the concept of array. Array is the collection of information or data. Every element in the array is identified with the index position. So in PHP also we have the concept of arrays. Array is nothing but the collection of data or similar elements, where here also we are identifying the elements with the index position. So into how many types the array is divided in PHP? Into three types. Into three types the arrays are divided in PHP. Numerical arrays, associative arrays, multi-dimensional arrays. Numerical arrays, associative arrays, multi-dimensional arrays. So first one, what is a numerical array? Numerical array will contain only integers. So we are taking the example of storing temperature of different places in Andhra Pradesh. Numerical array will contain all the elements as integers. I am taking the example of storing different temperatures of different places in Andhra Pradesh. So I have created the variable temperature and I have created the variable as array. And I have taken the three temperatures as 40, 42 and 44. So representation of temperatures of different places in Andhra Pradesh. So of temperature of 0 is 40, temperature of 1 is 42, temperature of 2 is 44. All the numerical indices only. In any language, how we can, in any language, so see here, in C or C++, we will initialize the integer temperature array of 2 and we will give the value. In any other programming language, we have to specify the data type also. But in PHP, we don't need to specify the data type. Just to create the variable, initialize it as an array, and in that array of 0 is 40, temperature of a place, 42, temperature of a place, 44, temperature of a place. So numerical array will contain all the integer values. I am trying to store the temperatures of different places in Andhra Pradesh in a array. Name of my array is temperature. In any other programming language, you should define the data type. But in PHP, you don't need to define the data type also. Just you have to initialize an array like temperature, and you have to store 40, 42 and 44 values. So temperature of 0 is 40, temperature of 1 is 42, temperature of 2 is 44. So numerical array with all the numerical indices, we don't need to specify the data type, just simple representation. Next one is, what are the two types of arrays we have? What are the three types of arrays we have? Numerical array, associative array, multi-dimensional array. So what is the next example? If you want to store any string values. So see here, in any other programming language, you need to specify the data type. But in PHP, you need not specify the data type. What is the name of my array? Names. What are the elements of my array? Ravi, Raju, Ram. So names is an array. That array indexing positions are 0, 1 and 2. So in the first position again I have Ravi. In the second position I have Raju. Third position I have Ram. So this is the multi-dimensional array. I have created a variable name and I have created an array with names. In that I have the three elements. In the 0th element again I have Ramu. In the first element again I have Raju. In the second element again I have Ram. Ravi, Raju, Ramu are strings. These strings also I am storing in the array as elements. So internally I have some more arrays. So example of multi-dimensional array. So let us see the different ways of defining the numerical arrays. You can just create an empty array. You can create the array with some elements. You can create an array with some names also. So I have created $A. So I have created What are the three different ways of creating numerical arrays? Creating an empty array, creating an array with some elements, creating an array with some names. So I have created an empty array, created the array with some numerical values, created the array with names. So these are the three different ways of creating numerical arrays. Let us see the example. See, step by step, I have started the PHP program, then I have created the variable A and I have created the array with the elements 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Finally, I want to print that array also. So first I have created the array with the name A and I have stored the value 10 and A of 0. Then I have stored the 20 and A of 1. See here, I am showing the representation here. Same values are storing in the array also at the positions. So start the PHP program, create a variable, initialize an array, store the values in the array. By using the for loop, insert the values and print that array. So first A of 0 is 10, A of 1 is 20, A of 2 is 30, A of 3 is 40, A of 4 is 50. So output is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I have created a program array, I have created the array, I have stored the elements in that, and using the increment operators I have increased the array elements until 50. So the next one, you can use for each loop also. See, for each is a loop here. Start the PHP program, define the variable, create the array with 10, 20, 30, 40 elements, print the $i. What is $i here? Array is, for each element in the array we are considering it as $i. For each element in the array we are considering it as $i. So every $i should print. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 should print. For each loop we have used here. So we have created the array, name of the array is A and the elements in the array are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We are using the for each loop. So for each element in the array, we need to print $i value. So array is created with the name A. For each loop is used and $i is printed. That is nothing but this output. So let us see one more example. Separately also you can initialize the array. See, empty array I have created. Each element I have initialized. I used this for each loop and I have printed the output 10, 20, 30 in the form of array. So using for each, this is different ways of writing the arrays. See here, printer function outputs human readable information about a variable and is an excellent tool for quickly viewing array contents. So printer is the function which will output a human readable information about a variable and it is an excellent tool for quickly viewing the array elements. So if you see here, I have started the PHP program, created the array with the elements, I have used the print_or function. This print_or function, this printer is a function which will give you the human readable information as a output and about a variable and it is the excellent tool for viewing the array elements. So see here, that's it, simple. Array is same, array elements are same, program is also same. But we are using the print_or statement, so we will get the output like this. When we are using the print_or function, our output is like this. Array of 0th element is 10, first element is 20, second element is 30. Very specified output we got. Because we are using the print_or function, which will give you a human readable information about a variable. Here the variable is array. And it is an excellent tool for quickly viewing array elements. Now if you want to get this representation visualized in your brain, you need an output like this. array of 0 equal to 10, array of 1 equal to 20, array of 2 equal to 30. Immediately you can visualize this. Array of 0 equal to 10, array of 1 equal to 20, array of 2 equal to 30, you can visualize. So we are introducing the concept of printer. Printer is a function which will display you the information about the array variable elements, and it is a good way to know about the information. So I want to get the picture of this in my brain. Like array of 0 equal to 10, 1 equal to 20 and 2 equal to 30. For that I need a output like array of 0 equal to 10, 1 equal to 20 and 2 equal to 30. What is the difference between previous examples and this example? So in the previous example, save array is created, for each loop is used, elements are printed. But in this example, printer function is used and different output we got. So different output we got. In the previous example, we are using for each loop. So using for each loop also we can do this program. But using the function or also we can do this program. By using function or only we got a specified output which is very interesting. Next one, associative arrays. So what is an associative array? Having the string values as their indices. Example, you have taken the temperature of Guntur as 40, Vijayawada as 42 and Ongole as 44. You have created an array with temperature and array values are Guntur, Vijayawada, Ongole. See the important thing in associate arrays. So what is the important thing in associative arrays? In associative arrays, we can get the string names as array indices. We can get the string names as array indices. So this is the program. This is the example program for associative array. In the associative array, we can get the string names as array indices. Actually, we should have here temperature of 0, temperature of 1, temperature of 2 we should have here. But this is the associative array. The specialty is that we can have the string names as array indices. So Guntur temperature 40, Vijayawada temperature 42, Ongole temperature 44. We have the string names as indices. Rest of the program and output is same. So let us see once again. Let us go back and see once again. So we have started the concept of arrays today. It's better to see like this. So yes, we have started the concept of arrays. Arrays are divided into three types: numerical arrays, associative arrays, multidimensional arrays. Talk about numerical arrays. Only integers we should have. Taking the example of temperature of different places in Andhra Pradesh, and in any programming language you need to specify the database. Here you don't need to specify the data type in PHP. So using all the numerical values, if you want to store the string names in the array also, if it is the numerical array, you need to store in the form of like this. Ravi, Raju, Ramu are strings. If you want to that strings in the numerical array, you should create an array indices with the numerical indices and then you should store the strings in that. So you can create the array in three different ways: empty array, array with some elements, array with string names. Then some examples, different examples we have seen for arrays using for each loop, using the function R. So these are the different examples for arrays using the for each loop and using the function R. So when we are using function R, we will get the different specified output. Next one is associative arrays. The specialty of associative arrays is we will have the array indices as strings. Example, So this is the example. I have created a PHP program and I have created an array temperature, and the array indices will be string names like Guntur, Vijayawada and Ongole, and their temperatures are stored in the array, and output is also numerical values only. So let us see one more example. Here also we have used the for each loop. Using the for each loop, I have created an array temperature, and in that array I have given the array indices names as strings. If you see here also, in this example also, I have used the for each loop. I created the array temperature, but it is associative array. All my array indices will be the string indices. So what is a multi-dimensional array? Third type of array is multi-dimensional array. So see in this example, in Guntur, at particular day we have the temperature 45. So multi-dimensional arrays. I have created an array A for Guntur. Array for particular day, that is 10 to 2018. On this particular day in Guntur we have 45 degrees centigrade. So the output is also 45 degrees centigrade only. This is the multi-dimensional array. One array for storing Guntur, one array for storing the date 10 to 2018, one array for storing the value 45. So on that particular day, at particular place Guntur, we have the 45 degrees centigrade. This is the example for multi-dimensional array. Let us see. I have created array A for Guntur. In the array Guntur, and we have the date. On that particular date we have the 45 degrees centigrade. This is the multi-dimensional array because for array A the indices is Guntur. For Guntur the indices is date. On this day temperature is 45. So the example for multi-dimensional array. See one more example for multi-dimensional array. So this is the one more example for multi-dimensional array. I have created an array. In that I have created another array. In that array I have the Ravi and Raj. So I want to print only array of 0. In the array of 0 I have only Ravi. So output is only Ravi. Why the output is only Ravi in this particular program? So why output is only Ravi in this particular program? Created a PHP program, created an array, it is multi-dimensional array. In the array I have created two names, Ravi and Raj. But A of 0 is Ravi only, so output is Ravi, only Ravi. This is also example for multi-dimensional array. So one more example for multi-dimensional array. So we have created an array. In that we have stored the value 22. Again we have created an array. In that we have stored the temperature of the Guntur 40. Again we have created an array Vijayawada. In that we stored the temperature of Vijayawada 99. Again we created an array. In that we stored Raj and Ravi. First created the array with the numerical indices and we stored 22. Created the array with string indices and stored the temperature 40. Created the array with string indices Vijayawada and stored the temperature 99. Created the array to store Ravi and Raj. First we have created the array with the numerical indices, stored the value 22. Again the array with the string indices, stored the value 40 and 99. Again created the array with numerical indices, stored the Ravi and Raj. So all those things will be in the output. 22, 40, 99, Ravi, Raj and empty arrays also will be the output. Creating the array with numerical indices, creating the array with string indices. Multiple dimensional array is nothing but creating all these arrays inside one another array. So first created the array for 22, storing 22 with numerical indices. Then created the array with Guntur and Vijayawada string indices to store the temperatures. Then arrays to store the Ravi and Raju names. All these will be printed in the output. So all these will be printed in the output. So what are the built-in array functions? So let us see some built-in array functions we have. In that first function is count. We have some built-in array functions. In that first function is count. It will count all the elements in the array. Okay. What is the syntax for that? Int count array mode. So see here, I have created an array $A and I have given the elements 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. And I want to count the array elements. So I should get the output as 5, which I got here. So we have some built-in array functions. In that first function is count. Count is to count the number of elements in the array. So I have created a PHP program, created the array with the 5 elements and counted the elements and got the output as 5. So what is the second function? Search. Search function is used to search an element in the array. So if you want an element in the array, if you want any index in the array, then you can use the search function. Array search. So what is the second built-in function? Array search. Using this function, what we can do? We can search the values. So it is very easy to write the PHP program and create an array. So array of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I create A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4. So what are the elements? 44, 59, 67, 98, 12. And I want to search 12. Where is the 12? A of 4. So I got that position. Second built-in function is array search. Array search function is used to search the elements in the array. I have created the program, created the array with the elements 44, 59, 67, 98, 12. I want to search the element 12. If I create the array of 0 with the indices, array of 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, at the position A of 4 we have the element 12. So this position number will be given as the output. This is the second function, array search, where we can search the elements in the array and the output will be the position of that searched element. Third one, sort. What is the third built-in function? What is the third built-in function? Sort. It is used to sort the array elements in ascending order, or it is used to sort the array elements in descending order. I have created the PHP program, I have created the array and given the array elements in zigzag order, and I am using the sort function, and all these elements should be sorted in the ascending order. So 12, 44, 59, 67, 98. From the lowest number to biggest number, sort function is used to arrange the elements in the order. So what are the commonly used array functions? So list of some commonly used array functions. Array fill, to fill the array with the values. Array intersect, compare the values and match. Array merge, to merge two different arrays. Array multiple sort, to perform sorting in multi-dimensional arrays. Array pop, delete the last element of array. Array product, calculate the product of values. So what are the some commonly used functions? Till now we know array search, array count, array sort. These are some frequently used array functions. Apart from these frequently used array functions, what are the array functions we have? Array fill, to fill the element values in the array. Array intersect, to compare the values of two arrays. Array match, to merge the two different arrays. Array multi-sort, to perform sorting in multi-dimensional arrays. Array pop, delete the last element of array. Array product, to calculate the product of elements in the array. Array push, to insert the elements at the end of the array. Array reverse, to reverse the order of the elements in the array. Array shift, to remove the first elements of the array and to do shift. Array sum, to calculate the sum of the elements in the array. So array unique returns the duplicate values of array. Array values, to return all the values from the array. Array extract, import the values of current table to other array. In array, check if the specified value is present in the array or not. K-or sort, sorts array by index reverse order. K-sort, sorts the order by index. List, So list is assign the value to the array. So the next one, pref, previous. So revise the internal array pointer. Range, creates an array containing range of element. Reset, to set the internal pointer of array to first element. Rsort, to sort the elements in the reverse order. UK sort, sort the array index using user defined function. Usort, sort the array by user defined function. So see, we have some built-in functions in the array. Count is one of the built-in function to count the elements of array. Search is one of the built-in function to search the element in which position of the array. So sort is the function to sort the elements in ascending or descending order. So some list of commonly used array functions we have. Array fill, array intersect, array merge, array multisort, array pop, array product, array push, array reverse, array shift, array sum, array unique to eliminate the duplicate values, array values, extract, in array, kr sort, k sort, list, finally prev, range, reset, r sort, uk sort and sort. So what all we have discussed today? We have started the concept of array, and we have three different types of arrays like numerical arrays, associative arrays and multidimensional arrays. We have seen the examples for all these. And some predefined array functions also we have seen. So what we have done till now? We have started unit 4. So what we have done till now? We have started unit 4 in web technologies. We have started unit 4. Unit 4 is about PHP, personal homepage. So what all we have done? What is PHP? How to create PHP? Creating PHP scripts. How to run the PHP on JAM server? What are the steps to run PHP on JAM server? What are the variables? What are the rules for creating variables? Example of variable programs. What is a constant? Example for constant. What is a data type? Different classifications and categories of data types. Examples and example programs. What is an operator? What are the different operators we have in PHP? List of all the operators. Then, what is a control structure? Into how many types the control structure is divided? What are the conditional statements? What are the unconditional statements? What are the loops? All the programming examples for them. Then what is an array? What are the different types of array? Examples of array and predefined functions of array. These and all we have discussed till now. So if we discuss what are the functions and how to work with the database, unit 4 will be completed. So entire we have discussed everything about PHP. So we have to discuss what are the functions and how we can work with the database and MySQL. If we discuss that two topics, unit 4 will be completed, and that two topics we will discuss in the next class. So thank you everyone. In the next class we will discuss the leftover two topics in unit 4. Again we will start unit 5 of web technologies.